good morning, it's time to rise and shine.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, I hope you're feeling fine. The sun is just above the hill, another day for us to fill with all.
And the aroma of these wonderful things that Nancy has brought here with us, it's engulfing me. So I'm going to quit talking and introduce you to Nancy. Nancy Stein is our, I love it how she signed it, our, wait a minute. You are our
culinary chef
extraordinaire. Good morning, Nancy.
Good morning, Franco.
And what have you brought here?
Well, today we're going to do a very simple recipe that's a powerhouse of nutrition. It's going to be a mock tuna, and we at Whole Foods for Healthy Living, we teach plant-based nutrition. So what we believe is that this is the healthiest diet one person can be on. We use no meat, fish, dairy, or eggs in our cooking classes. We provide all our nutrition, our powerhouse of food, with beans and grains and vegetables and fruits and nuts and seeds. And it just transforms your life. So today we're just going to do a really quick recipe. After the show, everyone's welcome to come down and taste test this recipe. It is mock tuna, and of course we're making this without tuna. So let's get started.
Oh my goodness, okay. We need to open...
no, I have it all situated here.
You do?
I do want to show you that what we use are going to be garbanzo beans, also known as chickpeas. And you'll just use a can of this, and it's always important to drain the beans from the can, and I also like to rinse them in a little bit of cold water.
And it is organic, folks.
Yeah, it's organic. You know, we do stress organic in Whole Foods cooking. However, there's, you know, an expense for many people, and so it's, you know, my philosophy is to always eat beans. You know, eat your fruits and vegetables, and if you can't buy organic, if it's too expensive for you, then I suggest that you at least buy conventional, the closest to home. And again, this is our garbanzo beans. Now, I've already...
What you have done to those?
Well, the garbanzo beans, you do not have to cook them. Like I said, just drain and rinse them. And I have put them into a food processor just to make it the consistency of like a crumbled tuna. And what you want to do, you can also use a potato masher to do this. You can just simply use a fork to do this. So we're just going to use our 1 can of garbanzo beans in here. And then we're going to add about 1/3 cup of celery, just like you would make really any tuna. So we're going to add some of that in, maybe just a little more, because I like a lot of celery. And then we're going to use, now here in the onions, you can use any onion you prefer. I just happen to like red onions in this type of a dish. However, you can use, you know, shallots, you can use green onions, you can use yellow. It's whatever, you know, onion that you like. And then, of course, you know, relish always comes in the store, and it has high fructose corn syrup. Of course, we like to discourage any products, especially processed foods, because we are Whole Foods, and so we do not recommend products that have high fructose corn syrup, products that have hydrogenated oils or partially hydrogenated oils, because they clog the arteries of your heart, and they're just not good. It causes obesity, it causes heart disease, and so we try to avoid all of that. So all I've done is taken 1 dill pickle and just finely chopped it, and so we're using fresh dill pickles. And of course, this little recipe doesn't look like much, but this is a powerhouse of protein, high protein, high fiber. It also has all your vitamins, your minerals, your amino acids, because we're also going to be adding a little bit of kelp powder, which is a seaweed. And this is going to give us all of our essential minerals. And I'm just going to sprinkle some on here. And of course, this kind of gives us our little tuna thing going on. Okay, another product we're going to be using is called nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast is has a cheesy flavor. It's different than brewer's yeast, which is like what you find in beer. This is nutritional yeast. It's very high in the B vitamins, especially B12, and we use this a lot in vegan cooking. And we're going to use, let's see, about a half a tablespoon of this. And this is going to impart a lot of flavor in our tuna today. And we're going to use 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. And again, I use Bragg's. This happens to be gluten-free. You can use any soy sauce. We do, again, like to have you use a healthy one like tamari, organic soy sauce. And so we're just going to put a teaspoon of that in here. And I know you're all thinking, how could this possibly taste anything like a tuna? But you're going to be pleasantly surprised. And we added our kelp powder, so we're going to add about 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. And of course our mayonnaise is by Follow Your Heart, and it is completely dairy-free and egg-free because, again, we believe that dairy is, it causes illness and disease, and we do not use it in our cooking. So we're going to add about, we're going to start out with about 1/4 cup of this. Let me just get that pickle off there. And you can always add as we go along here, but we just don't want to get too much mayonnaise in here. So again, this is just real simple. And what we try to teach is that everything that we try to have you rethink the way you're eating. That every time you go to put something in your mouth, that you're actually thinking about the nutritional value of it. And you know, over the years, everybody's forgotten this, so that they unfortunately just eat anything and everything that they want, and possibly you're not getting any nutrition into your bodies. So everything that we teach has a nutritional value to it. You're going to love this tuna.
And most of all, folks, just jump in your golf cart or come on down, because she's going to have this for you outside there in the community center, and you can actually taste it. I had the pleasure of tasting it before, and it is absolutely phenomenal.
Okay, we're
and look what
going
she's
to add a
putting in.
little bit of Himalayan sea salt. You can use Celtic sea salt, but we do, again, avoid the traditional salts. We always go for sea salt, again, giving us more minerals. And a little bit of black pepper. And we're just going to mix that around. And you can serve this on crackers. You can serve it just on a bed of greens. You can serve this on bread just like you would any tuna sandwich. And of course, we always recommend whole grain as far as crackers and breads go. And I am going to just let Franca,
Ooh.
I moved the table.
Oh no, that is way too much. And it's just like that. It's ready. And oh my goodness, packed with nutrition.
It's a powerhouse of nutrition, of high protein, high fiber, all your vitamins and minerals. It helps to lower your cholesterol. It helps to lower your blood sugar. It's just everything in one little simple dish.
Unbelievable. And look, it only took what? Maybe 7 or 8 minutes to put it together.
That's correct.
When you have all your ingredient, and she does have this wonderful a little container where she has chopped up everything in advance, and she's able to prepare a meal in a very quick time. And the best part comes, I mean, I'm gonna have this, you know, I don't really eat on when the camera goes off, I'll maybe the commercial, no. The commercial is that Nancy is going to be here in our community at the Cultural Center in the Craft Room on Friday at 2 o'clock.
Starting in May.
Starting in May.
On Fridays.
And can you tell us a little bit more about your your classes? What do you teach in your class? What do you do? What do you give them? What suggestion you have for them? And you actually, you know, she brings a stove, kind of, sort of, a portable stove, and she does all the cooking there. So It's all yours, Nancy. While you're
Okay.
doing that, I am going to bite on this.
Okay. Well, we're going to change it just a little bit in May. We're going to be teaching every Friday, and on Monday and Tuesday, the week prior to Friday, will be a pre-registration at the hostess desk. You will need to pay in advance for classes, and every Friday we're going to have 3 dishes. We're going to do a breakfast dish, a lunch dish, and a dinner meal. And we're going to change this every Friday so that if you miss one Friday, you'll still have a new recipe the next Friday, and you know, you'll be learning basically a whole cookbook full of ideas. Again, it's whole foods. None of the recipes contain meat, fish, dairy, or eggs. You're going to be pleasantly surprised how flavorful everything is, and you're going to start to realize what food actually tastes like. Your taste buds are going to start to change, and your body's going to tell you that it wants these nutrients. And you know, unfortunately, meat, fish, dairy, and eggs has no nutrient value. They're high in fat. They're high in cholesterol. The way we're cooking today is completely cholesterol-free, and every dish is cholesterol-free. So the advantage is, of course, your cholesterol counts do go down. Another nice point to make when we cook this way, such as our vegan mayonnaise, is it's dairy-free and egg-free. So you don't have to worry about cross-contamination with our foods, with meats, having meals with egg in it go bad, because we don't, you know, cook with that. Everything is whole food, so it's fresh. It's alive, is what I like to think of. And so I think you'll all enjoy it. We have had some previous classes. Everyone is totally amazed at the way the food tastes. And you're going to find that you like it better than just having a piece of meat, potato, and a vegetable. You're going to be enjoying flavors from other countries. You know, it's just, you know, how to combine the foods. Enjoying it, you know, adding fruits to things, adding nuts and seeds, which we're not familiar with cooking. And I think you're really going to enjoy the classes and be pleasantly surprised. And we hope to see everyone there.
But what does it do for your health? This is what really is amazing.
You know, we don't like to make any claims, but when you eat plant-based foods, it changes your well-being. You'll have more energy. You'll stop being tired. You'll sleep better at night. You know, again, it happens fast. The food is so powerful. It becomes your medicine, basically. And it changes your body in a short amount of time. In 3 to 4 weeks, you'll find that your cholesterol levels are going down. You'll find that your blood sugar is normalizing. Your blood pressure starts to normalize. And then, after that, it's all of these things that are going on inside your body that you can't even tell is happening. And you start to lose weight without even trying. You know, you'll start to, you just start to feel better. You feel energized. You know, I'm 65, my husband's 65, and we feel like we're back in our 20s again. It has energized us that much. I was 243 pounds. I've dropped down to 160, so I've lost about 60 pounds. And my husband's lost about 45 pounds. And, you know, I had high cholesterol. I'm all back in normal ranges. Blood sugar's all back in normal ranges. It just happens very fast. And it's, you know, Hippocrates says, let thy food be thy medicine, let thy medicine be thy food. And that was way back in 460 BC. And somehow we've lost this through the years. You know, it's all processed foods, processed foods, processed foods, genetically modified foods. And so we take you away from all of this. Genetically modified foods are found in anything with corn or soy, which is in all our processed foods. You'll see corn oil on the ingredient list. You'll see soy oil on the ingredient list. And these are genetically modified oils from the soybeans and you know, in the corn. And these are very detrimental to our health because genetically modified foods have not been approved or disqualified from the FDA as being dangerous. And unfortunately, the company Monsanto has control of our seeds. And these seeds, corn and soy, are sprayed with heavy toxins. And these toxins are being eaten, of course, by our cattle and so forth and so on, and used in our products, and we are consuming these toxins. So we have to start, really thinking about what we're putting into our bodies. And it's, we hope to accomplish in our cooking classes showing you how easy it is to do this. And we just have to say no to these processed foods. We have to, rethink how we want to be healthy. And it's up to us. We have to take control of our health. It's not going to be government, telling us that we need to do this. I mean, we just have to think. We have to rethink, make good choices, and you're going to be so happy that you did. You're going to feel wonderful.
And how much are your classes, Nancy?
Well, our classes will be $30, and the time will be from 2 o'clock to 4:30 in the afternoon. And again, we're going to be serving a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner tasting. And
I know that you give out coupons.
we give out coupons.
Recipe.
Yes.
You tell people where to buy and how to buy it.
Yes.
And you even suggest them when we go on Thursday down to the market,
The farmer's market.
Farmer's market.
Right.
Oh, I
There's
couldn't think
Gary
of
at the farmer's market who sells all organic produce, and it's he's the perfect place to go because he sells the green peppers, the red peppers, the cucumbers, the tomatoes, the fresh beans, zucchini, yellow squash. And you're going to find when you do whole food cooking that those are the ingredients that you'll be using in most recipes. And that's where you want to spend the majority of your grocery bill, at the Whole Foods, at the organic market. And Gary has offered to give a group discount to Good Samaritan Village, Gary Parks. And so if you all come down on the bus and tell them that you're from Good Samaritan Village and that Skip and Nancy Stein, sent you, he will work out, a comparable price for all of the produce. But again, that's where you want to spend the bulk of your grocery bill, is on fruits, on vegetables, on greens. When you think you've eaten some greens, then you need to eat 5 times more of the greens. Greens are very important. We'll be teaching juicing, how to juice. We'll be teaching smoothies. We'll be teaching Asian cooking. We'll be teaching the benefits of a lot of Asian vegetables. We'll be teaching just about everything. Italian cooking. We'll be teaching Mexican cooking. It's so varied that you're not going to believe the powerhouse of different tastes and foods that you're going to just really enjoy eating.
Wow. And most of all, you may think, oh my goodness, it's so expensive to buy organic. But let me ask you something. How much do your medication cost? How much a prescription drug you use? If we could just get rid of that by, the old proverb, you are what you eat.
Correct. Exactly.
It's been there for a long, long
Yep.
time. And, but the knowledge, and I tell you, I just ate that wonderful mock tuna. Tasted exactly like tuna fish in a wonderful little, wonderful bread.
Yep, we just use these little cocktail breads.
Just absolutely phenomenal.
Little cocktail
And
breads.
please come on down. Nancy and her husband Skip are going to be outside here on a table at the community center. Come and taste it. Come and smell the aroma of these wonderful herbs. And, staying healthy, we live a lot longer now, but the quality of life
Correct.
is up to us. And the quality of life is really, you are what you eat. Okay, and I'm guilty, just like everybody else. I'm just a little too fluffy.
I was guilty too.
Nancy was guilty too, but there's always time to reform.
Yep, that's correct.
And this is an amazing opportunity that we have, Nancy and Skip, to come in our village. And she has so many resources, so many wonderful menu that she will give out to you, and recipes that you can use. and how to become creative with our food. It's just like, it's phenomenal. I think it's worth every penny, and she has given it to us at a great reduction, because normally our classes run $70. At $30 is less. It is 55% discount on the normal class, and it's here. You don't have to go somewhere in town to go and find them, and to go there and drive and so on and so forth. It's right here. You can get on in your golf cart. But what it does to you, this learning experience, it will change your life.
That's correct.
And I know her husband has a real, true story to tell, that how he conquered cancer, by just
changing his diet.
Changing his diet. Absolutely phenomenal. So it's here for you. It's here for you to take advantage of. I am so excited about the few things that I learned while I was running in and out just to check out what was going on, and to listen to some of our residents that have gone before and have this very informal class at the very beginning. And by the way, there is one more this coming Friday, correct?
That's correct.
And those are, you know, and then this is totally different than what she's going to do in May, and it's going to be in our calendar. But there have to be a minimum of 10 people. So please wake up your senses and be very sensitive about what she's doing and what she's going to teach you. You will be very surprised. You will become more energized, and I don't know, maybe it's psychosomatic.
You know, your skin will start to glow.
Yes.
You know, and just, you'll see the transformation in your body. And again, those who, you know, need to lose weight, you're just going to lose weight without even realizing it. And the great thing about it is, when you lose the weight, you don't gain it back like all other diets. Because all other diets are just that, they're diets. Plant-based nutrition is a lifestyle change. So it's not like, well, I lost a few pounds, I'm going to go back to eating the way I was. This is a lifestyle change. So once you're going to feel so good when you change your diet to eat this way, that you won't want to go back the other way. Because when you do, and I've had many comments from people that have, you know, cheated and gone back, and they'll say when they ate the meat, when they ate the fish, when they ate the eggs, they didn't feel good the next day. And so your body becomes, you know, it tells you, you know, and you'll be able to notice this better too. It just...
Listen to your body.
Listen to your body.
And
correct.
This is just absolutely amazing. And again, you're cordially invited to come and have a little tidbits of this and that. You know what is the best part is that you eat some, and it's not a huge amount, and you feel satisfied.
You're full faster. That's correct.
And you feel satisfied.
Yep.
And you know, it is amazing. Well, I was only eating 6 ounces of something that was processed. I can eat 2 ounces of that and feel completely happy and satisfied.
And that's another good point, Franca, because, you know, again, when you eat this way, you're going to find you're not hungry in between meals. You lose your craving for sugar. You lose your craving for all those little fast foods that you were used to eating during the day. And you're satisfied. Your body is full. It says, I'm full. And you're going to notice a big difference just in eating in between meals and so forth. It's going to just be totally amazing.
Fantastic, Nancy. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And again, if you'd like to come down, please do so. She's going to be here for the next half hour, 45 minutes,
Yes.
whatever she decides to have. And you can sign up at the hostess desk for her classes. I have a schedule that tells you exactly what she is going to offer to you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and so on and so forth. And, you know, I leave you with this thought. You know, you are very important, and what you can do for yourself, especially with this food, is going to be crucial for you to stay healthy and happy and enjoy life. And with that, enjoy life. I see you tomorrow. Ciao, arrivederci.